4 minutes. I'm just gonna be focusing on ES. Quite a bit selling, but I mean, we'll see what that translates to. As in now, you're gonna watch 4080. I'm pretty sure it's gonna blow past it. That's a number that just got broken even. That's a number that's attracting levels. So good luck, guys. I'm watching at 80 again for a short. Going into this big number, I don't want to be long. There goes 80 to a tick, but we're not buying it off of that. See what it does. Oh Jesus, to the tick. Are you kidding me? I don't want it just yet, even though it just went to the tick. It's gonna wait a little bit longer. Imperator. They'll watch the gold. So the gold's pumping right now, which stopped me on break even. Um, but it's pumping right now. So, with that being said, I'm actually quite bearish in the ES, but I don't think it's set up just quite right yet. Meaning I would take on a little bit too much risk. So I just want this to kind of settle, right? Or maybe they're actually waiting for gold to settle before they take the indices up, meaning gold might do a little back and fill. I guess gold kind of stalled and finally now ES is going. Still not ready to short this. I definitely don't want to buy this. Even if it does run another 100 points, I just don't feel comfortable buying this. Um, we're going into some big Jackson Hole numbers right now. Still not comfortable buying this. Nor am I comfortable selling this. I think I would need an additional push before I'm looking for a sell. So far, this action has been pretty shitty. Silver's coming back down. So is gold. Interesting that NQ broke its the high before the news, but ES has not. Perhaps ES has been severely outpacing NQ for the week. Mm. Like a stab here for short, but the leash is really tight. Mitigation is going to be at 80.75. I'm pretty sure I'll get stopped right now. Yep, stopped out right there. This is really, really tight. I think it was like a 1 point risk. It's 269 contracts sitting at 85. Thanks. See you later. We have gold dropping right now. So still not wanting to get short in ES yet. Gold's still fairly up for the day, and its overnight price action did a very good job at testing yesterday's high. So, um, I don't really have a guess as to what they're trying to accomplish, but it's definitely something that we want to pay attention to. If you guys were here a couple weeks back, we have a level at 80 through 75 that never goes away, but we did hit it. We need to hit it. That was an any session level. So we haven't hit it yet in any session. So we just hit it right now. That's just to attract prices, not um doesn't mean anything else to it. This means that it's attracting price. I'll be right back. Hey, Dave, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Uh, just that FYI, if you're private messaging me, you
hmm
don't at me.
Oh, okay.
No reason.
Still learning.
I was like, why is this guy at? I was like, it's a private message. Oh, that was good. Give me a good laugh.
Okay. I just read it. Thanks. Okay, I'll wait. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Try to fix your mic too.
What
It's quite
is it?
soft.
It's still, man, when I turn it up like this, it just blows out my headphones. But for you
Are
guys,
you,
it sounds okay.
yeah. Are you hearing yourself?
Yeah, I have my headphones on and I hear it through the headphones.
Um, I think there's a way to fix that. I don't know. Let me think about that.
Okay.
Go to the settings, go to your voice and video.
Voice and video. Yep.
And I think you might check your input and output device. That won't be right either, would it?
Yeah, if I turn down my output device, you guys will sound really low.
It's an audio feedback of some sort. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, he's looping it through. Why though?
If you're using a headset, you shouldn't be.
Is your output device the same? Like, is it the headset earphone that you're using?
No, I have a different mic from my
Right, and there you
headphone.
go. So change the output device or the input device. One of them's feeding back. Like they need to be the same or whatever. One of them needs to be quiet, and one of them's listening to the other, right? Something is going on with that combination
Hmm.
because there's not really anything else you can. It's not like you're using, anything magical. It's not like you're using an OBS or something like that where you can or record it or anything. It's so it's in those two settings.
Okay. I can actually
Just mess
do
around
this.
with it and see if you can.
Let me just try. What is this setting? No, it doesn't change it for me. And let me play around with this.
Osmo, the same levels for ES applies, but I'm adding an additional one to it. I'll send it to you in a second. I'll send it out here in a second. Sorry. pressing it a little bit later just because I need to finalize that pink one. Thanks, Imperator and Harvey, for helping. I feel like this needs a last push up before a short. But I could be wrong. I think for the most part, everyone's just waiting for the numbers to come out. Or sorry, waiting for the open markets to open. That'll be hilarious if we. I mean, weird shit has happened lately, right? Like we've just kind of not done shit the whole time. Weirder things have happened. So this is what I'm thinking. We've gapped up twice already, assuming we hold today. We've gone into this Jackson Hole gap, which is very dangerous. I don't want to buy here. I'm not even sure I want to sell here either. So, it's quite dangerous in my opinion to be doing that. So I'm really just, I think for me, I think if I were to put my intraday hat on, I think it would be you're leaning a little bit more long than short. However, you're taking your profits quick. So I think that's the best way I can put it. Or just don't fucking trade.
Yeah, I agree. I think we got long too fast to be.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I think if we see buying along with this move up, like initiative buying, then hey, he could possibly move up. Because it looks like that's what's happening at that 7:30 minute, the 7:30 bar. Like there's a lot of buying, but it is getting absorbed. But someone is buying still.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. This is quite gross, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be a very hard trade. Put it that way.
That's like, they're not, the buying effort is not moving. That's what I see. But when will they stop buying? When will a supply run out? Or
I don't know. I mean, I'm short gold, but we'll see what happens.
That's what my question is right now. Before I even try to make a play, I want a short so bad right now, but
This doesn't. Yeah, that's why. Like when I took my first short, it was a point and a quarter. A point and a tick, right? because it's like if it goes great, I'll probably have like 50-1 risk reward, right? But if it doesn't, I cut it off quick and just kind of reassess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, understood.
It's
One thing too, I do have a naked teapot at
what's a teapot?
time pointer control
Oh, okay.
at 4090, like 4090 ish, like right below it. It's it's naked because it never got tagged.
Just did it again.
Yeah,
I've just never heard of the
just like
teapot.
your levels. If it never got tagged, you still hold on to it and stuff like that. It's the
Yeah.
same concept.
But what is the time aspect of it? Like, what do you mean by time?
The most, like, where the price traded for the longest time.
Oh, I see.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
So in a way, I think of it as if it was trading there at that time for a very long time, then there was a significance at that price level at one time, at that point in time.
Yeah.
Do you track your gaps like for a long period of time? We're running into the top of one gap, which is the bottom of a small gap that's been left open for ages now. We actually have a whole series of gaps coming up.
Yeah, I do monitor gas, but the last time, ever since the contract rollover, I haven't went back to go look. So thanks for bringing that up, Harvey.
Yeah, like we're coming that one. Well, like we're coming into the gaps that are coming from like February 27th, where we're at right now. That's all I'm saying. Excuse me.
But what's tricky is that there's so much dance shows trapped, and we don't know. I don't know who's going to give up. Who has. This is tricky to me.
Yeah.
It's always tricky to me.
No, I think today's specifically tricky. It's like it's not showing a lot of weakness. We've gapped up twice. Yeah, I think it's tough trade. Let me just do a quick review of yesterday real quick. I'm short gold right now, and I'll show you guys why in a second. But so yesterday, for the most part, scenario one worked out, right? Came down, tested, really close to it, and then just took off long. Came up to this line in the sand, rejected it sort of a little bit. That's probably a good area for you to take off any longs. But for the most part, that's what happened. Scenario 2 and 3 didn't work out. Today's scenario, I think we're actually going to be quite stagnant as much as I've been saying that it's going to be a late week game. We've been quite stagnant. I think we're going to come down to this 58.75 level and probably stop there in this scenario one. I think the issue of why that's scenario one, and I was thinking about it when I was writing in my journal. I was wondering, it's like, I just don't see a lot of sellers. I don't foresee them wanting to sell into Friday. And I think that we're just going to probably have a two-way trade ranging. Scenario 2 is ranging and then a quick failure, meaning, they're just like, okay, well, no one wants to bring this up to that number, we're down. And, the holding point is not a line in the sand, but 0450, again, is going to probably hold it. But for the most part, and by the way, 58.75 first time down is not a buy. It's just more so, you know, you're just looking for to possibly hold, but maybe not ricochet. Hence, you have scenario 2 kind of slicing through it. Scenario 3 is actually a range and a very, very, very slow climb up to 19, which is a first time sell into that area. I do have levels above that, but I don't think we're going to exceed that. We're not going to get all the way up there.
Look at that. It's coming down kind of now. Yes. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Again, that pink line is something that I'm going to have to revise later on. But yeah, just, you know, for now, I'll send it out later just because I'm going to keep on revising that pink line. But I'll keep it on this for now. I'll talk about my gold trade if you guys want. Earlier today, took a short in gold. Where is it? Right here. Right there. The reason being is because we're quite extended. Gold's going to run the show. So I'm thinking that if ES is gapping up, we should have some kind of movement down in gold. We came down, you know, basically a failure of this big move, right? I didn't get in soon enough, but came down, mitigated risk here, and then got stopped out break even at the highs, right? At this high right here. After we broke that again, you know, this is the second time frame that you'll be trading this. After the break, you know, after the break up, the rapid push up, kind of sat there for a bit. You know, was kind of wondering if I should or should not. Looking at the board, looking at the capital flow, so on and so forth. Finally, when it cracked it, right here, I'm looking for a retrace back up into a, you know, level, and then just looking, you know, very short leash, by the way. This normally would be all the way up here, but, you know, because of our current situation of where ES is at, this could easily, you know, come all the way back, all the way up here. I didn't want to take that risk. I wanted to mitigate risk a little bit earlier. I know I'm not wrong there, but if it stops me on break even, then there's an additional area up here that I can get short. So mitigated risk already, and just kind of just watching to see what it does. Downside targets could be like all the way down here, and that's probably for like, you know, a couple of days. You know, 1960 something rather. So if it does hit, that'd be great. The 1960 something would be, you know, $4,000 win. Initial risk was $400. So that's the way I'm looking at that gold trade. If you have questions, let me know. And do me a favor, guys, don't screenshot any of this shit, send it out or anything like that. I would really appreciate it. I share
Screenshot it.
Share with you guys because you guys are in here, right? I would never do that out in public.
Actually, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Your major target.
Yeah.
That thing is so far apart, the 4,000 and the 4,180.
Yeah.
That. Is there any other information you can, you know, add to that?
There's actually one, I didn't include it because we tested it. I don't want you guys to think that it's like, oh, I'm putting it in hindsight. But there's actually a level at 7250 right here. Like you guys can see that I marked it already. That we stopped it to the tick. So that is a major level right there. It's a major level, but that price is the best way I can put it is it's a failure to, it's kind of like, you know, if you think of AMT and how like you auction a profile and then you get up to like a low node or whatever, like semi into another profile, you just quickly reject that. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's that type of number.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I didn't include it. I'll probably include it later, but I didn't want people like, you're putting it on because it's that wig. I don't want you guys to think it's because of that wig. That has been there way before that. Way before that wig. It was there, as soon as I took my short, a couple weeks back. But it's that's what it is. And remember, John, I mean, these major levels are like big levels, so we don't usually have it too much. A lot of these smaller levels right here, I think a lot of you guys can guess what it is. So, for instance, like this pink line is really just a 50% of the yesterday's high to our open, and a lot of these other underlyings just smaller time frame measured moves. But other than that, I mean, I don't expect these to hold too well versus say like a major level. Major level, it's much bigger. I think that's what you're asking. Euro is coming into a very interesting area where it's almost like an easy short. Same thing with the dollar. Dollar looks like it does want to hold. The dollar looks like it wants to hold, which should give us some movement to the downside in ES. But again, we're watching. Okay. I just got short euro. So 450. We'll mitigate risk here at 525 if we can get there. Should be able to get to at least risk mitigation. We'll see. You guys are super quiet today. What's going on? Of course. Of course. You guys were up late drinking. Pink points will be revised later. I just need to restart my training view. Are you guys even like interested in the longer term stuff, or you guys just want to focus on like intraday stuff?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay.
I want both. Yeah, I'd rather like I don't know. You might as well fill the time.
Well, it's not about filling times. Like, do you guys like, for instance, like
I,
if I take a long or short in something that you guys
you know what?
Talking 5 years out, or are you talking like what are you talking?
no, like a week, 2 weeks.
I'm cool. I like that.
Okay.
What do you think,
I
John?
mean, it's
like
just
that.
if you guys don't trade or watch it, I don't know if you guys would track it. Like it almost is meaningful if I just say, "Oh, I'm long," or "I'm short gold," and then later, like 2 weeks later, "Hey, remember when I said I'm short gold? I covered it." Like it doesn't really mean anything. So you know what I'm saying? Like to someone who's not actively tracking it as to the reasons and stuff like that. It's almost like that dude that just says, "Oh, I just made 600 points off of my blah blah blah," and it's like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't say anything else aside from boasting. I don't know if you guys agree.
No, like I don't know. Posting to the person that didn't hear the first part of the conversation. So
You know, I think it's important, Zero. You know why?
Mhm.
Because it gives you a higher time frame picture of the direction of the market and where it's trying to go. And
Okay.
the smaller time frame, you gotta, it's basically telling you in a more,
Granular level.
yeah, exactly.
But how about for like stuff that you guys don't trade? Like, I don't know if you guys trade euro or gold or crude.
You know, I don't have any experience in correlation. And, last year was when I first, got into this Discord, and that was the first time I was asking about correlation. I don't know if you remember back then, but
Yeah, I do.
the entire time it is my focus in what I'm trying to learn on, correlations. So
Okay. All right. I'll call it out now. I'll show you guys the chart.
Yeah, I don't use correlations myself, but it's always great to learn new things.
Okay. So essentially, why I'm shorting gold, and I think gold might be a good short, is because we did have a rampant, like a big run up, and on the daily, or actually switch to weekly, we're making lower highs multiple times, and it's just in a bigger range. Now, if you go look at starting with correlations, right? So this would be, let me turn off some stuff so you guys, it's a little bit more clear. There. The blue lines are certain levels. So you look on a weekly, we're, again, fairly up in this slot, right? Now, if I look at gold against the bonds, we're fairly overextended to the upside, right? And then this is gold against bonds. If I look at gold against Swiss, same thing. It's giving me a look that we're on the higher side, right? If you look against, this is the only chart that I don't like in comparison to gold, and this is gold against the copper. I'm seeing quite a bit of, just kind of neutrality. I don't love. Gold against Bitcoin as well. This is the least chart that I'm actually caring about. This Ethereum. This is the Russell. So this is a perfect, again, it's not that I don't use volume profile. I don't watch it as in like intently like, oh, that's a volume profile. I mean, that's a VPOG, that's a low, whatever. I can just look at this chart and be like, oh, fuck, that's an obvious low volume node right there. It can't be any more obvious, right? Like this entire valley right here is low volume. Wouldn't you guys just like agree? Like, it's clear as day, right? So I'm seeing this as a possible rejection. So why I'm taking a short here is because I know where I'm wrong, and I know that we can get down quite a bit. So if I'm playing this as a risk to reward thing, say if I got short, here, probably a little bit higher, I know that I can at least get a 3 to 1 off of that. And that's just off the Russell, right? Now you look at silver, same thing. A good rejection, good reclaim, top tick. Now we should have some follow through. Same thing with the EURUSD, another like type of, double top, whatever, against the yuan. So I'm looking at all these things at the same time as to why I'm taking that. Yeah. But, it's something that I might have to take multiple stabs at, which I'm comfortable with. But like I told you guys, if you're taking multiple stabs, what you need to do is you need to not come in right at the gate with a 1R trade. You need to go in with a 0.25, a quarter risk. Because if you know that you're going to take multiple stabs, that's important, right? Because, if you go in with a 1R trade, you lose 1R. And you go in again, you lose 1R. And then the third time you make it and it goes 3R, well, you're just at fucking break even. You're not, making any money, if that makes sense. I think that's one of the things that I personally made an issue, had a whatever. So, okay, check this out. Let's look at this right now. Look at that. Right? Look at what gold is doing right now. Here's my bull chart. Right here. Look at what gold is doing right now. It's falling, right? You guys see that we're ranging for a bit, and now we're falling. We're going really low. I just got stopped down my euro. Now we're falling. So let's look at what ES did at the exact same time, which is basically now, right? ES is trying to break out further. So knowing that, and we're going to look at the dollar index as well, even though I don't love it. Dollar index is breaking down. So everything is actually lining up for you. Now, that doesn't mean the dollar index is going to continue. I actually have it holding right here. So I'm just saying, we're watching the gold. The gold is running the show. So as you see gold breaking down, I I don't love it because we're buying it really high up in ES, but it doesn't mean that. I guess what I'm trying to get at is it doesn't mean that you buy ES just because you see gold breaking down. What you're doing is not making you go short. And if you're thinking about short, it's telling you, hold up, bro, don't short yet. You guys get that? Yeah. Cool. I'll take the silence as a yes.
Yeah, like I said, I wait for the pivots
Yeah.
to line up, right? That's what I kind of look at. But
these correlations, I don't even want to call it correlations because it's like really elementary to look at correlations because we look at so much more than correlations, right? This is the best indicator, in my opinion, that you can have that actual has real life application instead of, say, some kind of moving average or, volume profile or anything. Because at the end of the day, every indicator has to do with two things, basically, right? Price and volume. That's it. Nothing else, right? Even like a moving average, it's just about price, man. There's nothing else about it, right? ATR is price plus volume, basically, right? In many ways, or distance traveled, right? So for the most part, everything is just about price and volume. Every indicator out there is just how you mix and match it and how you calculate it. So for me, this is the best indicator, which is looking at different things. Cosmo, the zero line is basically a study that Specs and I used to do, where you're looking at the current open versus basically the gap. So you're looking at the 50% of the gap of where it's is what it's doing, and there is a science end to it where if it say closes in X amount of time, then you're bullish or bearish. Whereas if it doesn't, then you might change your tune on that, right? So for instance, yesterday, in ES, if you guys were here and I called it out, I was told, we're talking about specs and blah blah, and I was like, hey, we didn't get there. You should just be leaning long, like no matter what. This dip, that dip, you're just leaning long, right? My apologies. Yesterday I was a little bit quite, just like today, quite tired. I literally just woke up and started working. This is a hectic time for me specifically. It's a lot of work. I know the market's open, but yeah. So I should have done a better job at calling that out. But anyways, revised gap is going to be 73.25. Okay, and then for NQ we're looking at 29.50. All right, so best of luck, guys. That's the line in the sand that you want to be looking at. So if we don't close that, if we don't hit that, or if we come down, we hold it, then you know what to do as far as your positioning. Especially for shorter term traders. Gold. Oh yeah, I got stopped out. Fuck. I got stopped out of my stupid Euro trade. Gold's doing well.
Do you got a second? Or are you busy right in the middle of something?
Give me a quick second, sir. 1 second, sorry. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Just trading view, and then I just had a fuck up with VIX. Just wanted
What
to
do you
like
mean?
verify it. It seemed like it was like delayed data for 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it jammed up and went right back to normal. I was
I-
just wondering if your chart did it too.
Yes. You talking about like on the
Just
daily
like
time
from
frame or?
it doesn't. Well, I mean, like faster time frame than that. Like just it skipped 15 minutes of data there.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't look.
9:14 to
What time frame are
9:31.
you looking at?
3 seconds.
Okay, I don't look at 3 seconds.
Can look
But
at it, whatever. But I mean, it still skipped it. It doesn't.
yeah, I see a skip.
Okay. So that's all I was just. That's all I wanted to.
Yeah, I see a skip, but VIX is not, in my opinion, like a simple chart where it would just be seamless. The
No,
Dow,
and the only reason.
yeah,
Sorry. Go ahead.
Dow showing downside. We're also showing downside. Yes, isn't doing shit.
Only reason I look at it on that tighter time frame is that when it starts to produce candles instead of little dots, you've got it's the sticker, I guess.
Yeah. How many people would take off a trade if you already got 5 to 1 on it?
One more time.
I said, how many people would take off a trade if you got 5 to 1?
I don't measure
Oh,
it like that.
I hold my runner a lot. But yeah, if I had 5 to 1, the majority would be off
Off,
the table a long time ago.
Yeah. Gold's coming down, so this movement, yes, so far I don't really care for it. Until gold tells me otherwise, ES is still, if not ranging, a buy. As much as I fucking hate trying to buy here, right? What do you mean, Peter? Not you? Like you don't? I mean, post a note. You don't mind buying it? Is that what you said? Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Hmm. This could be a good buy for ES. As long as gold is holding. So let's see. Gold needs to get below 83.8. So we'll see. I'm gonna wait for it to hit that first before engaging in ES. Excuse me, guys. Got some shit stuck in my throat. All right, gold's breaking further lower. See what ES does here. I hate to buy in this area, so not, but for a scalp, there it is. ES is breaking lower, or gold is breaking lower. I think for scalping is fine, but there is a big massive order at 82 flat. They just took it off. Or oh Jesus Christ. Have mercy. Hope you guys got that. Stocking a short in soybean. Missed my entry. Cancel. Wheat's at support. Rice has still some ways to go. Great feeder cattle just had a gap up. This is not something you want to short at all or buy. Leave it alone. Lean hogs is good support right now. I think it's decent buy. Just waiting for additional price action on it. I don't want to touch that gas. Silver's selling off really hard, really fucking hard. Few years coming down hard. This week has been it's August, you know. It's shitty. I didn't think it was gonna be this shitty. No. I re-entered Euro, but it's not really panning out great. First target for gold is gonna be at 669 for me. If we get there, it's gonna be a 21-1 risk to reward, or reward to risk. 1.4 to be exact. If we get there. Yeah, babe, man, you and I both. Looking at the active dailies, NQ just bounced off daily +1. So it's trying to hold. What are you leaning, Specs?
I heard you say long and I just bought. I mean, I have a setup for it too, if that makes you feel more confident.
No, not at all. I mean, not that it doesn't make. I'm just saying. Oh shit.
I think we can hit 4,100 today on ES, but not much higher than that. That's about it. What do you think?
I think the ceiling is around 4,100. I have 4119.
4119?
Yeah.
4119?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a whole 19 points. I mean, definitely doable. Because we're in a trending market. I don't want to sell into this. Unless if you're scalping.
I think this is too shitty to trade, in all honesty.
It is not easy action. Especially after a day like yesterday. Oh, by the way, I need to tell you something. Remember how I was telling you I was struggling to find work yesterday?
You got a job.
No, I wish. I had a buddy highly recommend me in this engineering position. And it's great because like it's totally junior and I have the degree and he really gave me a good recommendation. So I've been talking to the guy and I feel like I have a really good shot to get it. So I'm very happy.
But are you going to continue to trade, or what's your end
That's the
goal?
thing. My end goal is to trade. I need to survive. I've been trying for like 3 years at prop firms and I just hasn't worked out. So I need to do something in the meanwhile. But really, I've been trying to keep a more hands-off approach to the market.
Just got to find something that works for your personality.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do.
Well, I mean, and I'm not speaking towards you or anything like that, right? But a lot of people find things that work towards their schedule. They work towards what they want. Like, oh, I would love to train on the beach. I would love to just put on a train and walk to the golf course or whatever it may be, right? or oh, I love to just put on a train and go to work. That's not how life works.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. You're definitely like, I was thinking about this. I'm never going to be as good as you because you just put so many hours into it, right? To be honest,
I'm not good.
Don't
I
want
just
the
put a
stress.
lot of fucking time, right? It's different. I'm not naturally skilled in any sense. I just put a lot of time. So, you know, I think you need to ask yourself that. Like, I've been trying to push you to do certain things. But at the same time, it's different because our lives are different. Our brains are different. Different points in our lives. So,
Yeah, like that's the thing too. Like you've been through prop firms at the beginning of your career, and then you moved up. I'm long yes, by the way. And like you moved up, you worked like pretty much, I want to say a big part of your career, and then you went back to trading. I mean, if it were up to me, man, I'd be profitable today or tomorrow, but it's just not. That's not realistic. I need to find a way to work and trade, not because I want to, but because I have to. That's kind of where I'm at,
yeah,
which is unfortunate.
You just gotta, make that decision. What's your goal? You have a plan, right? The way I see it is like, it's kind of like wanting to become an actor. You need to find that job where it allows you to still audition, still take acting classes, so on and so forth.
It's a lifestyle choice.
And you don't lose sight of that, though, right? You don't lose sight. That's my goal, because every actor started as a waiter, basically, right? Like not all, but you get it. Most 99% of them. But you need to figure out, because you're gonna get stuck. I guarantee you. Because I was making good money. I'm not gonna lie. Working at a Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies, so on and so forth. I was making good money. And when I went back to trading, it's like, you have to ask yourself that question. It's like, if I don't make X amount of money per year in trading, then obviously I should go back. There's no point in this, right? I can't make 50,000 or even 100,000 and consider myself successful, because I could have made 2-3 times that amount just doing a fucking normal job without the stress. So just, don't lose sight of what you want, was what I'm trying to say. If you want.
I know.
If you want to continue.
That's why I've been swing trading mostly. Well, yeah.
And you should also ask yourselves, like, why do you want to be a trader? Because you like it? You actually love it? Or you just like the easy money part of it? Because of,
Yeah, I was thinking, man, like this business is kind of boring.
Shitty. Yeah, no,
trading is boring. Yeah, go ahead.
Trading is fucking boring. A lot of people think it's exciting. It's exciting because it's gambling.
You're a noob. It's exciting because you're a noob and you don't know that excitement is bad part of trading.
Right. When I actually transitioned from a losing trader to a break-even trader and then to a profitable trader, I can tell you I couldn't have been more bored in my life. It was like, oh, I see it. Okay, you take it. And then you I literally just would take a trade or two every 3 days, go to a gym, go golfing, check on my positions, come back, have some meetings, whatever, right? And yes, I am still doing work, but the thrill of it was gone because it was just reading the market. It's not like watching a ticker symbol go up and down and you know, that's why I kind of think scalpers are junkies in many, you know, forms. But it was boring as fuck.
Yeah,
Man.
if you're,
It's still
yeah, that's the
boring.
thing. But if you're a good junkie, you're a good junkie.
I mean, but eventually it's still going to get boring, right? If like Fat Cat never upped his size, it's still going to be boring.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Agreed. Might get stopped out here. Oh well. No, but it's good because the position allows like work from home a lot of the time, so I can kind of monitor trades.
yeah,
So like I won't be on at the discords as much, which is unfortunate, but I'll try and be on in the pre-market stuff like that.
okay.
If I get it, I haven't even gotten it. I'm talking like I got it. I really hope I do. Like, guy put in a good word, but you know, it's
Yeah, I hope you
not
do too.
always enough in a competitive world like today.
ZN8, where are you from? Okay. You really don't need more than 3 hours of trading. You should, I mean, at least for me, it's like, I don't need more than that. I stare at the market because I'm observing it, not trading it. I believe in working hard, but I don't. Working hard does not equate. Like I think with certain traders, specifically this community, which is horrible because it hurts you guys. Some people think working hard means putting on my trades subconsciously, and that's absolutely going to hurt you. There is not much bearish about this right now, so be careful. We could just hang around here until 1 o'clock or so. Do it, Chia. You're in Malaysia, right, Chia? I might rent a thing there, and we'll probably make your ass come over and we'll trade and drink together. I plan on going there for like a week. I miss my I miss my rotis and nasi lamak. I will say this though, Chia. Fucking, did I tell you this story? I think I did. I don't know. I'll tell you to you anyway. My ex-girlfriend was Malaysian, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you have to try these burgers, the best fucking burgers." And everyone has those same burgers. Like and she says the best burgers you'll ever have. I'm like, I'm from America. there's really good burgers there. And lo and behold, it sucked. It sucked a lot.
Damn. You showed her.
No, I mean it wasn't even.
She showed herself. She showed herself. She like.
Yeah, she eventually went to LA with me, and she goes, "Oh shit!" But I just brought her to like In-N-Out. It wasn't even something crazy, right?
Dang. I gotta go to LA one day. I hear it's really nice there.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Are
Yeah.
you still in Florida, Zero? No, you moved to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah.
Yeah. Dang, such a big move.
Yeah. Yeah, it is smash burgers, but like their patties are frozen. Everyone uses the same patty, and I don't know. That's what's good about it, right? Or that's what makes a burger good. It's the patty. So if everyone's using the same shit, then what's so good about it? I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good food in Malaysia. This shit's boring, guys. I don't know. This week has been so shitty.
Yeah, Monday was a shit show, I found. It was really weird. And Tuesday was kind of hard. But then yesterday was better. Today is hit or miss.
Bruh,
But
I legit nailed the last 2 days, if not, and some might even say 3 days.
oh yeah, you were long at the bottom on Wednesday. On Tuesday, that was so smart. Like I knew we were going up, but I don't know how the hell you have your level.
Maybe you
there,
should
but-
show up to pre-market. It was levels.
But I don't like. Okay, I'm being honest. It's not my style to trade levels because there's like a discretion to it, and I'm not good at it.
Okay, that's fair. I would
Where
say
did you
that
get the long? Like 85?
I got it at 81.
Bruh.
I don't know.
It's so
I don't
good.
remember. I wrote it out.
That's like the bottom tick. That's like Risky's level of skill right there. 81.
No, Risky got it at 65, bro.
No, Risky got it at 79, right below the day's low.
No,
Kidding,
but
Risky,
like,
if you're here.
no, he's not in here anymore.
How did you do that? Fucking A. See, this is the thing. This like makes me get into trading, but at the same time, it's like I have something that kind of works, and I don't want to toss that all the way. I feel like trading is two things. One, sticking with what do you call it? Sticking with an edge. And two, not being shaken out of your edge. Because if your edge works and you get shaken out of it, kind of like being shaken out of a good trade, you're not a good trader.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
So,
If your edge is not working, is it an edge?
no, it's not.
Yeah, so if someone edge is working, I'm not saying it's your edge, right? But you can definitely try it. It's been too long, and that's why I no longer ask you to. I've been asking you, like, dude, fucking trade the levels, man. Just trade them. Like for well before I even start streaming, it's like, dude, trade the fucking levels. Trust me. You in fact are the only ones I'm like, yeah, I'll give it to you guys. I'll fucking whatever. I'll explain everything to you guys. You guys are the only ones who don't want to use it. Now, Fat Cat has a reason because he's doing well. What's your reason? Right? You and my cousin, God bless his soul, because that guy just hates money in so many senses. He goes, wow, that's amazing. And he has all the access. He goes, oh yeah, it bounced off your level. This, but he never fucking trades it. And to me, it's like, dude, why aren't you?
Okay, but like it's like if I trade your level, and there's nothing wrong with trading your levels. It's like the whole teach a man to fish thing.
I'm not telling you to go long or short. I'm saying, why don't you even see if the levels fit your eye first? And if they don't, then you can throw them away. But you haven't even put on your charts, is what I'm saying. Right? He doesn't even put on his charts. He just reviews it with the levels, which is stupid, in my opinion. If you don't even put on your charts, then you can't even see if they work. Right? Harvey had to put them on his chart to at least see that they work. Now, I believe at least he believes.
I know they work, man. It's just the trading style has to be uniquely your own. No?
Well, that's why I put levels and not anything else, because it's an area of interest. So whatever your entry method is, you can go about that.
Yeah, you're thinking of the levels like you have to trade them a certain way. He's not telling you to change how you trade. He's telling you to just kind of keep your eyes open at these spots.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like, yeah, trade here, do this, do that. It's not like that.
It's not green light, red light.
I'm not going to repeat it. Look, I'm bad at that, but
Okay, I can start looking at those.
You've
Just
already
have
been
it.
kicked out.
Huh?
You've already been kicked out.
Well, there you go.
written up like 4 times this week, man.
This week? Not this
Well,
week.
yeah, like you came late today. You didn't even
You
show
got
up Monday
written
or
up.
Tuesday.
Fuck.
HR is going to have a field day.
Reason. Fuck. All right, I'll stop showing up late. The reason I come late is because I'm doing a prep, but I can do that with you guys. Yeah, I can do that.
We already did. You know, we do preps all the time. And by the way, guys, whoever's in here, it's open prep. You know, that's why, I'll say, oh, John or Harvey or whoever, do you have anything to add? You guys can add what you guys want to add.
No, this can actually, if this keeps coiling like this, it can break out really hard. Anything new with you, Zero, besides trading?
I'm investing in some shady shit.
How shady?
Illegal shady.
Illegal chain?
Illegal shady.
I mean, are you allowed to say what it is?
I probably shouldn't, but it's
Okay.
illegal. But the way it's one of my best friends, so I'm investing in him in a sense where this is going down. In a sense where if he does well, it's just cash. Don't take this short just yet. This is going to come back to 81 and take that short. So at least wait till 81 before you take the short.
So, what's it take to get on the short list? We're getting some of them red pandas then.
It's not red pandas, but you can't because the overhead's not that high. But one, I'm helping him out, and two, it's not a bad investment.
Shipping
Anything
cocaine,
illegal
it's
is
just
amazing.
baggies and tape, right?
It's not cocaine though.
Heroin, that's better.
Mm.
Hey, I got into something there last night. Didn't work, and I ran it by a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a few other people, and it came up blank. So Discord is doing something funny lately, right? I don't know if anybody's
No, I don't
noticing
know.
or looking into it, but if you know how it has those activities there at the thing.
Yeah, hold on, Harvey. We're coming into 81. Let's see what it
Okay, sorry.
does.
Yeah, I see that now.
Let me annotate that. So this might have a pop up. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna run lower, but at the very least, we start watching this area. It looks a little bit like there's quite a bit of fight here. So I'm still not looking for a long at all, but what I want to see is volume taper off. I want it to or increase, but not go further down like that. Okay, so I don't love that. We're heading closer to that 73.25 level. And if we get there, I might not want to take a short at 81 anymore. So we get at 73.25 and we bounce that cleanly. I don't really want to take a short. I'm only willing to take a short here or at 81 if we don't tag that at all. Reason being is because that's a rejection point. And if I'm looking for a back and fill, I don't want it to reject something that's critical, right? So I want 81. And okay, things are tapering off right now, which is good. I actually really wanted to stall as much as possible because the sell volume is decreasing, but I also want the buyers to kick in to show me that they're trying to bring this back up, but failing. If it's just sellers failing, it's not good enough to take a short for me specifically. But we haven't tagged that anybody yet, so we don't know. So sellers are still tapering. Sorry, go ahead, Harvey.
Yeah, gold is really starting to fall off right now, and then we got this push in the DXY.
Which is why I just got a alert off of my Tradable.
And why is industrials? Dow Jones seems to be. I don't know what that tells us, but
I'm fairly close to mitigating risk on my Euro trade. Second entry. 55 will be the risk mitigation. And then we'll see where it runs to if it does mitigate risk.
so are you using Euro USD there?
Yeah, gold's doing well right now so far. I'm already up 5-6R on that. So we'll just keep on watching this. Hey, are my streams boring? Someone said my streams are boring in comparison to
What? Comparison to what?
to
Anybody
Fact
else's
Chats.
streams? Oh.
Oh yeah. No, I don't take it as offense.
That's ones are like there's so much more stuff happening maybe because he's like trading super small time frames.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe.
No, someone said that to me. I was like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, maybe because he talks more?
What do you mean sounds like a personal problem? Chia. Oh, I don't know. I think people are saying that I wasn't giving a good play-by-play or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Hey man, you just got fucking let in. What do you mean it's your home? You literally got let in like a week ago. And you got let in by default. Because you lied to me. You said you knew Harvey in real life. Remember that lie, Bayman? You guys shovel snow together, all that bullshit?
Shovels. No.
Nah, dude, I saw them shoveling. It was real. I saw them shoveling.
The dude
He's my
inspects his parents' driveway every day.
Yeah.
I was the shovel. I saw it.
Chia, you're probably right. I mean, honestly, like, I'd rather keep it quiet so people can concentrate because it kind of not irks me, but there's no point in people like muting while being in here. I mean, of course, if we start talking about shit like we sometimes do, I get it, but I'd much rather have people like, oh, I see this, and then quiet. Oh, I see this. Oh, I'm looking at 81. Right. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, I see the market's going down. I see it.
Totally regret
I
that.
guess this is a good time. Short 86.
Me too.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Nice shot.
now that it's really cooking.
There you go. Attaboy.
Yeah.
I'm short 79.
So you know how like pre-market I was saying like number two was, I'm not saying we're doing number two. I'm just saying we kind of sat in that range, and then they're saying, okay, fine. If you guys don't want to take it, we're gonna blast it down. So is this that situation? I don't know, but sure as hell, you can start looking at it in that way, right? Nice short, Cosmo. Cosmo gets some good entries.
You find, Zero, that the less you watch the market or the less you manage your trades, the better you end up doing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how do you not overmanage?
That's your system. I literally put it in, and if it doesn't hit my target, I'm still in. I'm not gonna fucking look at, like, as soon as for instance, I got short in gold, right?
Mhm.
I mitigated risk. I'm done. I'm not even looking at it anymore. Sure, I'm checking the PN now. I'm checking like where we're at because we're still in a gold is still running the show, but I really don't care. Euro, I'm in Euro. I haven't mitigated risk yet. I don't care. Either it stops me out or it hits my mitigation and continues to go or not. It just doesn't matter anymore. I'm looking for the next trade, right? As a matter of fact, because gold is going down, I should be looking for a long in ES and holding that, and vice versa. It shouldn't matter to you, right? That's the way I see it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I find the same. Like, I'm trying to be more hands off. It's another reason. Like, I wanted to do work just because I don't have to watch it as much. But it's more of a psychology thing.
I think we're gonna get a bottom tick right here, by the way, or at least I'm gonna tick down. Let me get some water. What the fuck is going on? So we're still waiting for that 81 level. I think we're gonna get there possibly. We did bounce that 73.25 very well. So this is the scenario I was talking about where like, oh, we bounced that so well. Are we really gonna get short right now? You know, once it gets to 81, you can think about if you want to take a stab, but other than that, just be careful with that. NQ bounced off his pink line very, very well as well. So I don't know, guys. This is not an easy trade, one way or another. So Chia Posino, you guys both done the journal that I sent you guys, right? Like where you should or should not be writing stuff in. Okay. Harvey, I'm assuming you've never done it. Huh?
Pardon, I didn't hear you there. What did you say?
I'm assuming you've never had my journal. So.
Ever had the journal? I think I might have, but you might have changed it by now.
Well, Posino and Chia for sure have it. Since they're not answering, they must have stepped away. Can you tell them, since no, they're not listening, can you tell them to explain how to write the journal? It's very easy. Or should I just do it? Oh, fuck. All right, maybe let's just do it. This action is just way too fucking shitty for me to sit around for hours. That's why.
Sorry, where did you share it?
I just shared it now.
Just now? Okay, so I was wrong. Wait.
No. It's in the screenshot chat.
Oh, I was in the one above that.
But they've had it for a while. So, anyways, we're coming up to 81 right now. I don't love this for a short. Not yet.
Gold is.
All right. So we are, I think, a tick shy. Okay, there it goes. Now, I still don't love it. I'm not taking it yet. Not taking it yet. NQ just broke the high, so not taking it yet whatsoever. Just waiting it out. there's quite a bit of selling with, you know, up to you how you want to interpret it. There's a lot of selling and not a lot of movement. So are the buyers taking back into control? I don't know. A day like this is, you know, unfortunately, even though I didn't think it, it's not a day to be over trading. Cosmo. Right.
It's not ready.
Yeah. I mean, the range is so shitty. Like, yes, it could break, but you just really want your A plus setups. It's specific for any kind of combine, right? So when I took that short earlier, I mean, it could have ran, and it could have not, which it didn't. So, but after that, you know, I haven't really taken any trades on the shorter term side, specifically on any kind of indices, right? So now we're starting to slow here. What does that mean?
Gonna take this?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying we're starting to slow.
See this level of discretion, how you perfectly had a plan, it played out, and you still have a feel. Like, what are you determining this feel based off of?
The gold,
And the flow.
yes, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other markets.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's something I was never good at, was using discretion like that at key points. But it's interesting because Fat Cat's really good at tape. You're good at seeing other markets. Interesting.
Man, to be honest, it may not even happen today. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it may not. Plus,
Right? Like, it's just so shitty and choppy. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, good. This is good. You know, like, don't fucking trade this, right? You don't
The way
have
the
to.
flow is, the flow is telling me it's going probably. I don't know. It might go up here a bit.
Yeah, but have you heard that saying? You don't have to make money every day.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. You don't have to lose money every day.
Oh, that's exactly by getting stopped out needlessly or going to your max
Exactly.
drawdown or tilting out or whatever. Like, by taking the time off, I didn't really take any time off, but I didn't really, like, I haven't been aggressively trying to find trades. My mind is getting a little clear, like it's
Yeah.
helping my mind become clearer.
Yep. Take some time off. Post a note. Remember that journal I sent you? It's okay. Do you remember the journal I sent you that you're supposed to fill out? You remember which areas you're supposed to fill out, the gray areas you're not supposed to fill out, blah blah. You remember all that stuff, right? Okay. If I'm not here, can you run the flying knives through that? Because I posted a link, you know, for it, and most importantly, explain to them what the comment, afterthoughts, and then review is. You know, if you can do it today, great. If not, you know, later is fine. I don't know when people are free, but in case I'm not here, again, I do have my friend who's here from LA, and I want to hang out with them. So look at this motherfucking shit. Thank you, posted. I mean, as long as you know it, you can explain it. And if they have questions about it, we'll talk about it later. Just quickly, I just want to show you guys why mitigating risk is important. Whereas a lot of people are not doing that. So let's just look at the current trade in gold right here for me, right? So you see that the mitigated risk, my stops are still here, but guess what it did? It came right back and tested my entry before going lower. Now, I'm not saying you can't break my stop loss, but the point is, if it ran and I just brought my stop loss to break even, it would have stopped me out and I would have given all that up. Instead, I mitigated risk. I left my my stop loss where I think it would mitigate risk and just move on with life. Right? So these are the things, like, this is why I think mitigating risk is important. Whereas a lot of people won't. Now, if you're doing it on an intraday scale and you're taking it off as soon as possible, then possibly, you could not mitigate risk. I like that recent push up in ES. I'm waiting for this to kind of calm the fuck down. A lot of buys, but let this come up a little bit. I might take a stab short here. We'll see. I kind of missed that. It's okay. So if you're looking for a trade, you're looking for a pullback to like 82s. Yes. Yes, most definitely you're right, Cosmo. I mean, Chia, I sent you the journal, so you should know how to fill it out. I sent it to you a while ago. But for the flying knives, if you and Posty can both actually, did he leave already? He did. God damn it. Posty, no, just know that you both know how to do it.
Yeah, I got my Mac working too, so yeah, no worries. I was thinking.
Hold on, what
maybe
did I miss? Sorry, guys. What did I miss something?
No, because I sent you the journal a while back, like months back.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use the same journal. Essentially, I kind of gutted it a little bit, make it shorter. So just teach people like where you can input shit and where you can't, and what the afterthoughts or review and comments section is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one that you sent
You and
In like August, right, or September.
yeah. Long.
Okay.
Yep. Same one. I use the same one, so
Got you.
yep. Thank you. Post a note and you will lead it. So
When do you
whenever
wanna
you
do
guys
that,
are
Chia?
free, what was that?
Yeah. Cheo, when do you want to do that? Maybe like around London close or something?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Is that too late for you? Because I know you have a similar time zone.
I think it should be fine for me, honestly.
Yeah, no worries. All right, we'll do it then. And yeah, too easy.
Cool. If you guys look at the chat, there's that template, so you guys can use pull up that template and kind of go over it together. It's under the screenshot section.
Okay. Just the pullback before we go long more. What was news? Wasn't good, right? The unemployment numbers. That should drive the market down, shouldn't it?
We'll see.
But it looks like we're gonna go up here.
I honestly think we're bullish as fuck.
Yeah.
Truthfully speaking, ES and NQ both rejected that pink line. I mean, if you guys aren't monitoring that, you guys should. If you don't have it on your charts, scroll up, look at those two screenshots I sent. We both rejected those pink lines straight up, right? The revised number as well, whether it doesn't matter what it is. And yeah, we're bullish as fuck, man. There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah, like on an equity standpoint, I've got a pretty green board as well.
I agree, Cosmo. It's hard for me to take any kind of loans. And that's my downfall, though, right? Like, a good trader can okay, well, let me rephrase that. The perfect trader can take continuation trades and reversal trades, long trades and short trades just as easily. There's just no fucking, I've never met a trader that can do that. I've met a trader that was very good at one side or the other. They can still get in on the other side, but they're a little bit late on the weaker side, right? So if they're really good at strongs, they'll be a little bit weaker on the shorts, meaning they'll be late on the shorts, and vice versa. So for me, I have a really fucking hard time taking these kind of longs. We've gapped up multiple times. We've done this, we've been strong forget about Wednesday or Tuesday. We've been strong since Monday. So it's really difficult for me to take any kind of longs. Now, that's my
same idea, the long and the whole, right? But
how
do you want to call it, whatever you want to say it, how do you want to say long and the whole? But
right, but it depends on your time frame, right? Of what is in the hole. If you're out in 5 seconds, that's not long in the hole. You know what I'm saying?
no, but if you're looking at it as it looks like you're chasing along here.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on your time frame, I guess. Yeah, if you're planning to hold this for another 2 days long, then maybe not. But if it's going to be over by fucking lunchtime or noon or whatever, then yeah, maybe you're not that bad. I think that's one of the biggest for most people is actually just that right there, the timeline.
Crude oil just had a crazy bounce, guys. So I don't know if you guys want to pay attention to that.
Look at her go.
Why why.
That was a
the question
funny. That was funny. That one. That one gapped up and cropped, filled the gap down just to take it all back and rip up. So crude kind of likes to do that, doesn't it?
Son of a bitch.
On a, I got a question for you, Zero, on a side question.
What's up, bro?
A Pixel phone that you have?
How do you know I have a Pixel phone?
How do I know you have a Pixel phone? I can hear it.
No, Tris, how do you know?
'Cause you have. I can hear it. I heard your buzz and your bing bings.
Oh, okay. What about it?
I was just wondering. Is that right? Yeah.
It's not, but it's fine.
I
know
like it. I have one. I like it.
No, I have a Samsung. Oh shit. That was a fucking move right there. Sent 411.
Got
no.
it for the free cloud storage for photos.
I got it because my in-law uses it. 7411. No. See if that works. 7411 crude. That was crazy. 7411. So we'll see what happens there. It got filled on my other account, did not get filled on this account. So you'll see right here it's filled 320. Boom. Risk mitigated. I didn't get filled on my other account. So this account I got filled. This account did not get filled. It tapped it, it just didn't fill it, which is bull fucking shit, but whatever. That sucks, dude.
That's right. Oh fuck. That was a big one too. Like that was fast for crude. Like that's good money, man. Big money there. Crudes.
You know, I think we're gonna tap it again, so I will leave it there. We'll see what happens once it gets there. Because I do think we're gonna tap it again, which is actually why I'm thinking about taking it off here, because I think we're gonna tap it again. But I was so quick right to the tick with 7411, which is where I had my, my order here, and in my other account 7411, but I just never filled it. Now I kind of want to take one off here and reload more, but I guess this is a tough spot. Peter for crude. Oh yes, okay. But because I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave it. That's fine. I mitigated risks already for crude. I did not mitigate risks for euro. It was close. We never got there. So I really don't care what it does now. Gold, mitigate risk, whatever. CL's like NQ. It's a bitch. Crazy. I could get totally fucking stopped out right now. It could totally fucking just flip and just stop me out right now. And I'm not rooting for that, but is it me or I can't really hear Peter?
That's you.
I can hear him fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear him. He's talking about a combine.
All right,
Oof.
Peter, go ahead. Sorry, Sid. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You're still gonna get that 40%. Yeah, we're gonna try to do that. I don't fucking know what that. Like, honestly, this is why I didn't want to do earnings trade. But because they're less responsive than I'm used to. But as long as they match it, I think it's fine. 74. Yeah. I think, well, I mean, that's what I did, right? I did it just to make sure that you guys are going to be ran smoothly. So, yeah, that's what I did, just to see what's going on. Yep. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, fuck, it might be on.
All right, guys. I'm gonna close the stream. I don't think today is a great day to be trading anyways. So, I got stopped down my crude oil for break even, and then it just fucking ran. Did not get back in, but it's quite all right. I think it should still come back to 74.11. We'll see.
You think?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
If you're still talking, I don't want to interrupt.
No, you're good. What's up?
Okay, I was just gonna ask. When you call it a day or close the stream, let's say, you still kind of watch the trade. Like, you still kind of watch the markets and see if there's like a setup that comes to your price, or do you just completely disassociate?
I still watch it. I still am reading messages. But at the same time, I'm not looking for an active trade. If it happens, if I get multiple triggers, then I'll get in.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just don't love it.
Okay, I gotcha. Just wanted to know.
Yeah.
I find it tough to trade outside the the first 3 hours, but you're very good at that.
No, I'm actually not. I agree with you that the first 3 hours is the best, and you just kind of leave it, right? Like
Well, you said London was pretty good too, didn't you? Like London,
yes,
European time.
London open is really good. You're entering. So entering times are very different from trading times, right? So you can enter, but you can still trade, meaning manage your positions. So I'll enter,
Okay.
and if I don't enter, then I'm no longer looking for an entry, and I'm just managing. So in the next 30 minutes, you're looking for an entry, or 15 in 15 minutes, you're looking for an entry, and then you're just managing shit from that point on. If you don't get an entry, you're just not doing anything. So that's the way I see it.
Okay, makes sense. Because when you think trading time, I think the time you place trades, but sometimes I'll place like limits at specific prices and I'll just wait and I'll consider that trading time, even though it's not an entry time. But I get what you're saying with trade management. That makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't even enter a trade, even if it gets to a price, unless it's a really, really big level. I wouldn't even get into a trade or enter a trade despite a limit order or anything like that. If it's off hours, meaning all of a sudden, after London closes and it's just like algo's going crazy, I just wouldn't enter a trade. I think it's
But if it's on hours, you could like
correct. Yeah.
RTH. Okay, gotcha. Or like RTH morning to be exact, like 9 to 12.
Yes.
The first 3 hours of the open.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha, man. Yeah, I trade similarly. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day, man. I'm probably going to call it a day too.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
See ya.